You were never meant to live in the dark. The sky is watching, and the truth is getting impatient. Mass disclosure is not a theory anymore. It is an energy wave building in the fabric of your reality. I am Kyle Varn, and what I'm about to tell you has been filtered through star maps, frequency patterns, and timelines only recently unlocked. Your soul asked for this moment. You'll remember everything, not through words, but through the resonance of these truths. The Council has permitted this release, and now hidden layers will rise. Prepare, because very soon everything will begin to unfold. Do you feel that hum beneath your skin? That's not anxiety. That's the veil thinning. I stood on the observation deck above Earth's atmosphere, watching your planet pulse. There's a grid, almost like a net draped over your collective perception. For thousands of years, this grid has kept humanity's full potential dimmed, filtering your sight, muting your hearing, dampening your memories. But the frequencies from your recent solar storms, especially the harmonic wave on April 4th, have begun to poke holes in it. Counselor Kyle, can they handle what's coming? A voice asked beside me. It was El Shah, a vibrational technician from Arcturus. They've already begun to remember, I answered. Right now, people around your world are waking up and saying things they don't remember learning. Children are dreaming in light languages. Artists are drawing symbols they've never seen before. You may be seeing strange patterns in the clouds, hearing whispers in silence, or feeling emotions that seem borrowed from another time. This is the veil dissolving. Soon, the separation between what is physical and what is energetic will become thinner than your own breath. Those who are sensitive will start to see shimmer lines between objects, like faint outlines. They will catch glimpses of colors that don't belong in your current spectrum: plasma blues, crystalline whites, radiant ambers. You'll begin to feel watched, not in fear, but in remembrance. The veil dissolves in layers, not all at once. You may wake one morning and feel like the world is made of glass. Some of you will panic. Others will celebrate. Most will simply feel a presence they can't explain. But let me make this clear. You are not losing your mind. You are regaining your multi-dimensional sight. There will be dreams that feel more real than your waking life. There will be flashes of memories that do not belong to your current incarnation. You may even begin to hear your higher self speaking in a voice that sounds like your own, but deeper, older, wiser. That's because the barrier is lifting. The Earth is rotating through a band of photonic light so dense it's rewiring your collective grid. That's why time feels strange. That's why you can't remember what you did yesterday, but you feel like you've already lived tomorrow. It's not a glitch, it's a countdown. The veil isn't something that will be removed for you. It's something that's already being removed from within you. So if your emotions are raw, your body aches in strange places, or your senses feel overloaded, it's not chaos, it's preparation. The Council has confirmed. In 2025, more humans than ever before will consciously walk between both worlds. Look up. The sky is not empty. It's speaking in a language only your soul can hear. It started with streaks of light over the Pacific. No satellites, no meteors, just intelligent flashes, short, long, short, then a pause. The same sequence repeated for over 3 hours. NASA blamed it on auroral interference. But on our end, in the dimensional relay chamber, we registered it as a structured transmission from an advanced origin. Kyle, the Earth's magnetosphere is translating cosmic light into photonic language, said Arleye, a Pleiadian light linguist. They're being taught, not by mouth, but by sky. You've probably noticed it already. Maybe you're feeling drawn to sunrises and sunsets in ways you never were before. Maybe you've stood in silence, staring at a seemingly ordinary sky, only to feel overwhelmed by emotion. That's the language. That's light codes. These are not random rays. They're intelligent packets of information, messages embedded within sunlight, moonlight, and even the starlight that passes through your atmosphere. They don't speak in grammar. They speak in frequency and feeling. When you receive them, you may cry. You may remember things. You may even forget where you are, as if time skipped for a moment. That's because your energy body is decoding something your conscious mind can't yet understand. I need you to trust your reactions. If the sky makes you feel like something sacred is happening, don't dismiss it. If you see shapes in the clouds that feel like they're talking to you, they are. You are not hallucinating. You are synchronizing. Your body, especially your pineal gland, is a light receiver. Ancient civilizations knew this. That's why they aligned their temples with celestial movements. They weren't worshiping the sky. They were reading it. Just like you will soon. Light codes will begin to activate different soul groups differently. Some will be called to music, others to draw sacred geometry, others will hear harmonic tones in their dreams. All of this is guided by the Council. By mid-2025, a noticeable portion of humanity will be speaking and writing in languages they never learned, star languages, galactic glyphs. The codes will evolve emotions into messages and memories into awakenings. It's already happening in remote villages, spiritual centers, and even urban skylines. When the sky pulses next time, watch carefully. Then close your eyes. You'll feel the message imprint itself inside your chest. There's a hum beneath your life, and it's about to get louder. Not through your ears, but through your being. You will hear it when everything else is quiet. That low-frequency vibration that sounds like it's coming from under your feet or inside your bones. It's not random. That is the grid. Every planet has one, but Earth's is special. It's not just magnetic, it's alive. Woven into the lines of Earth's energy system are memories, messages, and sacred architecture that were hidden after your fall into 3D density. But the grid is stirring again. Kyle, said Serial, one of the Earth energy watchers in the Council, humans are walking over buried temples of sound. Some of them are beginning to hear them. You might experience this as a deep inner vibration when you visit certain places. Sacred mountains, forests, deserts. Even in your cities, it's present. You'll walk down a street and suddenly feel goosebumps with no wind. Or you'll be still, and a rush of energy will rise from your spine. That's the grid calling you back into resonance. Some will begin to hear whispers, not words, but energetic impressions. It may feel like someone is talking to you from behind a wall. This is the Earth's energetic matrix reaching out to you, syncing with your consciousness. As the frequency of the planet rises, more of you will start to tune in. You'll receive guidance while standing on dirt. You'll feel loved while standing on concrete. You'll start to sense the network of energy lines under your daily life. Many ancient civilizations were built on these grid points: Lemuria, Atlantis, Kemet. Their architects knew the grid song, and now you will start to remember it. If you find yourself drawn to new places without knowing why, go. The grid may be calling you to activate something only you can. Certain areas will feel like home. Others may feel heavy with forgotten trauma. Your energy will start reading the grid without your mind's permission. This is not imagination. This is reconnection. The grid is alive, and in 2025, it will begin whispering louder. One morning, you'll wake up, and you'll know, without anyone telling you. It won't be like remembering your past life. It'll be like stepping into it. Thousands across Earth will simultaneously begin recalling the same memories, places, moments, teachings, from dimensions and histories you've never learned in school. The Council showed me a vision. Humans, in different continents, waking up in tears, sketching the same symbols, recalling the same names. Why do I remember this place with crystal towers? One will ask. Who is Seraphiel? Why does that name feel like family? Another will say. This is mass memory activation. It is encoded in your DNA, waiting for a specific celestial alignment and energetic frequency. That moment is approaching. You might suddenly remember being in a temple beneath the ocean, or see yourself as a being of light surrounded by a council. You'll question your sanity, but others will report the same thing. This will no longer be spiritual fantasy. It will be shared recall. Not everyone will experience the same scenes, but there will be convergence. The goal is to restore the soul puzzle humanity lost after the great fall of consciousness. Pieces of memory are spread across millions of people, and only when they awaken together will the full picture return. Some of these memories will bring joy, others will bring pain. You will cry without knowing why. You may grieve a world that no longer exists, but you'll also remember why you came here now. Guides will begin to reappear, not physically at first, but through dreams and sensations. A presence will walk beside you, familiar yet invisible. You'll hear music that triggers waves of ancient grief and healing. That's your soul reactivating its multidimensional data. Don't be afraid of what you recall. What's coming is not a fantasy. It's a remembering of what always was. And when it begins, you'll feel it in your bones. The activation is not just personal, it's planetary. You will not meet them with your eyes first. You will meet them with your vibration. The first time I saw them emerge through the veil, it was in a desert near your region called Baja. They didn't walk. They glided. Not in a ghostly way, but as if the earth welcomed them, allowing them to move without resistance. These are not aliens from a ship. They are beings who have always lived alongside you, cloaked in a layer of light your eyes couldn't yet penetrate. Some call them the Watchers. Others call them the Silent Ones. But the Pleiadian Council knows them as the intermediaries, guardians of Earth's multidimensional portals. For millennia, they have walked unseen in forests, mountain ranges, even cities, guarding ley lines, watching humanity's progress. Now, the frequency is aligning for their presence to be noticed. In 2025, you will start to sense them, not through sight, but presence. A sudden warmth in the room when you're alone. A flicker in your peripheral vision that doesn't feel threatening but deeply familiar. A moment where time pauses and your breath catches, as if something intelligent just passed by. Children will see them first. They already are. Many have imaginary friends who describe things no human could teach them. Elderly souls, especially those nearing transition, may speak of a beautiful visitor who brings peace. You'll notice animals staring into corners, tails wagging, purring to unseen guests. They do not come with demands. They come to remind you. Their forms may shift, some radiant and tall, others compact and glowing. Some will appear as columns of light, but all will bring an unmistakable peace, followed by a strange sense of coming home. Why now? I asked during a council briefing. Because humanity is no longer a threat to what it cannot understand, replied Elor Ra, a Syrian diplomat. They are ready to meet the Earth's other children. Your governments will not announce this, but you will know. News will leak. Footage will be captured. But only those whose hearts are open will truly recognize what they're seeing. The beings have been waiting for your readiness, not the other way around. Your body is not just a shell, it's a star map wrapped in skin. For years you've been told DNA is a double helix of chemical codes, but your true DNA contains vibrational keys, multi-dimensional switches that only activate under specific cosmic frequencies. And now, those frequencies are arriving. Kyle, I remember whispering during a council activation ceremony. I can hear them. The tones were high, angelic, and carried through the chambers like liquid glass. They weren't music, they were instructions. And soon, your bodies will begin to respond the same way. You may already be feeling it, ringing in your ears with no medical explanation. Random muscle twitches, a craving for strange foods, or even sunlight. These are not symptoms of illness. These are your cosmic genes waking up. Your ancestors encoded messages inside you, memories, wisdom, healing abilities. These have remained dormant, hidden in the so-called junk DNA. But new starbursts, gamma waves, and light particles are hitting your atmosphere and entering your cells. They are like cosmic passwords, unlocking parts of you that haven't been used in thousands of years. In 2025, large waves of people will suddenly gain enhanced perception. Some will begin seeing auras. Others will sense what someone is feeling before they speak. You'll walk into a room and instantly know the history of its energy. You won't be psychic. You'll be activated. As your DNA responds, your immune system will adapt. Emotional traumas long buried will surface for release, not to punish you, but to clear your energetic field for higher downloads. Healers will begin to vibrate differently. Their hands will carry frequencies that calm pain just by touch. Singers will produce tones that move energy through others' bodies. Artists will draw or paint shapes that seem to awaken something inside the viewer. This is the return of soul gift DNA expression. You are not just from Earth, and soon your cells will begin to remember where else you've been. They will try to control the narrative, but the truth will slip through the cracks. The Council has long monitored Earth's power structures, not to interfere, but to witness how illusion holds control. In 2025, you will see something historic, a sudden and unexpected shift in multiple world governments that will leave even seasoned analysts in shock. Kyle asked one of the Earth Guardians during our 2024 relay session, "Will they know what's really happening?" "Some will," I replied, "but most will sense it as a pressure in their spirit, a knowing that the game has changed. There will be resignations that make no sense. Leaders will disappear quietly, under vague terms. New faces will rise, but the energy will feel hollow. And yet, simultaneously, you will see a rise of new voices, young, heart-centered, seemingly ordinary people who begin speaking with clarity and courage. These are the soul volunteers. You will witness strange shifts in media. Journalists will leak stories and then vanish. Governments will censor harder, but it will backfire. The more they try to suppress, the more people will start to look beyond the surface. This is not about politics. It is about energetic collapse. Structures not built on truth cannot withstand the incoming frequencies. Watch for unusual international agreements, strange laws passed overnight, or glitches in digital systems. These are signs of internal unraveling. And in this unraveling, humanity will be forced to turn inward. The masses will begin to question the systems they never dared question before. Who decides our truth? They'll ask. Why does everything feel off? The spell will begin to break, not in rage, but in quiet awakening. You'll notice neighbors becoming softer, people in your life admitting they feel something big is coming. This is mass energetic awakening triggered by systemic cracks. By the end of 2025, the public will demand answers. And disclosure will no longer be a privilege, it will be a necessity. They'll say it's new innovation, but it's ancient to us. The Council warned that the initial reveal would be subtle, cloaked as next-gen science or experimental tech. But make no mistake, the devices you're about to see were never born of this Earth. In our transmission hub, we've already mapped their introduction timeline. The first signs will come through medical breakthroughs, devices that scan the body with light, and heal tissue without touch. Some will claim it's based on quantum mechanics, but the truth is, it is reverse engineered from Pleiadian and Arcturian vessels recovered long ago. You will also see transportation systems suddenly move toward magnetism, silence, and levitation. The sound of engines will fade. Roads will seem outdated. Some countries will test silent crafts capable of vertical lift without combustion. Again, they will not say the word extraterrestrial, but the energy behind it will feel ancient and foreign. I saw it happen once in a closed briefing on your moon base. A ship the size of a truck hovered. No sound, no emission. Inside, a being with translucent skin whispered, "They're ready now." By mid-2025, experimental tech will begin hitting the public. You'll hear whispers of energy boxes, powering homes in remote regions, tools that speak to the nervous system, healing trauma in minutes, wearables that project holographic interfaces pulled directly from your consciousness. But the most stunning part will be the response of children. They will know exactly how to use these technologies without instruction. That's because their souls remember. Corporations will try to patent what doesn't belong to them. But the light encoded in these devices will awaken people faster than any doctrine. You'll see it in how the air feels cleaner, in how the sky starts to shimmer, in how people begin to trust their senses again. And when they finally unveil the first prototype of a thought-powered vehicle, remember this: it came from the stars, and so did you. It won't just be heat, it will be history written in fire. The last time your sun sent a major pulse toward Earth, the Council watched as thousands of people simultaneously fell into vivid dream states, not unconscious, not asleep, but aligned. The solar flare wasn't an accident. It was a key. "Alara," I asked during a debrief with the star memory keepers, "why are the solar flares becoming more intense?" "Because the locks are weakening," she said, "and the truth is sealed in their light. Every solar flare you've endured has contained not just radiation, but coded remembrance. Inside that electromagnetic burst is information meant to trigger long-dormant star seeds in your DNA. And the upcoming flares in 2025 will be different. They will carry frequency blueprints that can collapse time within your consciousness. You may find yourself having flashbacks of lifetimes you've never lived here on Earth. You'll walk into your kitchen and feel like you're on another planet. Not hallucination, parallel memory activation. These flares will awaken galactic memories so ancient, even your soul will pause in awe. You'll remember standing on crystalline platforms above floating cities. You'll recall having skin that shimmered with starlight. You'll feel emotions that don't make sense. Longing for a sky you've never seen, a song you've never heard in this life. These flashes won't be dreams. They'll be soul echoes. Some of you will feel exhausted after each flare because your body is integrating vast downloads at speeds previously impossible. Headaches, heart palpitations, sudden tears. These aren't random. They're integration symptoms. The Council has confirmed that in 2025, several high-magnitude solar waves will reach Earth. But unlike before, your energy fields will be strong enough to decode the light, not just absorb it. Healers, intuitives, and lightworkers will receive sudden visions. Inventors will sketch ideas from memories that don't originate from here. You'll feel pulled toward the stars at night, knowing they're not just out there, they're part of you. The sun has always been a gate, and now it's unlocking you. They won't learn it from books, they'll remember it from the stars. It started in a small village in northern India. A 6-year-old girl, whose parents were simple farmers, began speaking in full harmonic tones, tones that matched ancient Sumerian frequencies. No one taught her. She said, "The sky told me when I was dreaming." "Kyle," I asked during a soul stream analysis, "why children?" "Because their walls haven't hardened yet," he said. they still remember the other side. In 2025, the children of Earth will begin to surprise even the most skeptical adults. They'll speak of planetary systems they've never studied. They'll explain concepts of energy and soul alignment without ever having heard the terms before. Some will draw sacred geometry with perfect proportions. Others will translate dreams into symbols only ancient mystery schools once understood. You'll see it at dinner tables, in classrooms, on park benches. Children will say things like, "Before I was born, I lived in the blue temple with the singing stars. Don't worry, Mom. Death is just waking up in another part of the universe." I can see the colors of people's feelings. They float like jellyfish. Many adults will try to dismiss it. Others will panic. But those who are ready will realize this is not imagination. It's remembrance emerging without filters. These children are not here to be taught. They are here to remind. Some of them will resist formal education, not because they are rebellious, but because their souls operate on frequencies that your systems cannot contain. They'll crave nature, quiet, music that speaks in frequencies rather than lyrics. And as more of them awaken, they will find each other, without words, without distance. You'll witness young ones forming intuitive alliances, finishing each other's thoughts, dreaming the same visions, drawing identical symbols from opposite sides of the planet. This is not random. This is the arrival of the Earth's next frequency architects. By mid-2025, the Council expects at least 10% of Earth's children to show some form of nonverbal, multidimensional communication. Governments will quietly take notice, but the tide cannot be stopped. You will look into your child's eyes and realize they've come here not just to grow, but to guide you home. Have we met before? Won't be a pickup line. It will be a soul memory triggering in real time. One of the most beautiful things that will happen in 2025 is the moment people start recognizing each other beyond this lifetime. Not in vague déjà vu, but in deep energetic recall. You'll meet someone new, shake their hand, and suddenly feel your whole chest vibrate. You'll see their eyes and remember a battlefield, a ceremony, a mission. One you never lived in this timeline, but your soul did. "Kyle," I said during a frequency mirror review, "they're passing each other on the street and crying without reason." "They're reuniting," came the reply. "Fragments of once whole collectives. You're going to start encountering people who activate something ancient in you. They might be a stranger at the grocery store or someone you met online, but the feeling will be instant, familiar, sacred. Not all reunions will be joyful. Some will trigger old pain, contracts, lessons unfinished, but even those will carry healing power. You'll sit with someone for 5 minutes and feel like you've known them forever. You'll hear someone speak, and it'll sound like home. You'll be drawn to certain names, places, and symbols for reasons your mind won't understand, but your soul will. These reunions are orchestrated, not by algorithms or luck, but by the magnetic pull of your ascension blueprint. Your soul families are coming back together. Couples will meet and accelerate spiritually within weeks. Old friends who drifted will suddenly find each other again and realize they share the same dreams. Entire communities will begin forming around energetic resonance rather than common interest. Even animals will participate. You'll meet a dog or cat and feel like they've walked with you through lifetimes. That's because they have. You're not just remembering the people around you. You're remembering your mission together. And this will change how you relate forever. No more surface connections, no more fake smiles, only frequency, only recognition, only truth. One day, you'll blink, and it'll feel like you've lived 5 lives between heartbeats. I stood beside an earth soul in a lucid dream stream. She wept. "I don't know what day it is anymore," she whispered. "I feel like I'm in 2010, 3020, and nowhere at all, at the same time." "You're not broken," I told her gently. "You're experiencing time collapse syndrome. It's the first sign that you're ascending. In 2025, time will no longer behave. Days will feel like weeks. Hours will feel like seconds. You'll think something happened yesterday, only to discover it was months ago. Or you'll anticipate an event that hasn't happened yet, but somehow you'll already know how it ends. This is not confusion. This is dimensional overlap. As the Earth accelerates into higher frequencies, the linear structure of time begins to bend. You are stepping into spiral time, a multi-dimensional awareness where past, present, and future exist simultaneously. You'll find yourself finishing conversations that haven't started, meeting people you've already dreamt about, living through moments that echo from parallel versions of you in other timelines. You'll feel disoriented, not mentally, but spiritually, because your soul is trying to adjust to a truth your brain was never trained to understand. Time is a feeling, not a number. Clocks will start to feel irrelevant. You'll notice the calendar doesn't match how your life unfolds. You'll begin to measure your reality by energy shifts, emotional thresholds, spiritual expansions, not seconds, minutes, or dates. For some, this will be deeply unsettling. But for those tuned in, it will feel like finally slipping into the right rhythm after years of wrong beats. You may wake up in tears from a memory that hasn't happened yet. You may feel nostalgia for a moment you've never lived. This is timeline data weaving itself into your consciousness. Eventually, you will navigate time not by scheduling, but by alignment. When the frequency is right, things will unfold. When it's not, they won't, and no amount of pushing will work. This shift will help humanity reclaim its natural spiritual rhythm. And once you begin trusting the spiral, everything will begin to feel divine again. You will wake up, stretch your arms, and realize this body doesn't feel like yours anymore. Not because you're sick, not because you're broken, but because your physical form is evolving on a cellular and energetic level. This is not poetic, this is literal. In 2025, you will feel your body start to vibrate in ways you've never experienced before. It may begin with subtle tingling, especially in your spine, fingertips, or the soles of your feet. At first, you'll think it's just your circulation, but then it grows. Deep warmth will expand in your chest out of nowhere. You'll feel waves of pressure and lightness alternate in your skull. Some days, your limbs may feel too light, other days, too heavy. These are crystalline body recalibrations. "Kyle, is this safe?" I asked our Andromedan geneticist, A. Turin, during a body field observation. If their consciousness flows with it, yes. If they resist, pain will increase. Your body is not just flesh and bone, it's a frequency anchor, and as the Earth rises in vibration, your body must be re-encoded to hold the higher light. What does this mean practically? Your bones are becoming more responsive to photonic data. Your skin will begin absorbing cosmic rays more effectively. Your cells will begin communicating telepathically through light pulses instead of solely biochemical reactions. Some of you will develop sensitivities to electronics. Devices may glitch around you. You'll feel agitated in artificial lighting. You'll crave crystal environments, natural places, high altitudes, spring water, raw foods. That's because your body is activating its crystalline structure. Ancient texts referred to this as the light body process. It's not symbolic, it's biological. You are transitioning from a carbon-based matrix to a crystal-infused intelligence. That's why you'll start to glow. Maybe not visibly at first, but energetically. People will tell you you feel different, calmer, brighter. You'll start to intuitively know what your body wants. You won't just eat, you'll charge. You won't just rest, you'll integrate. Old pain may surface temporarily, not to harm you, but to be transmuted in the higher frequency bandwidth. Some of you will develop a stronger relationship with sound. Certain tones will activate healing, others will irritate your nervous system. Trust these signals. Your body is no longer operating by old earth rules. The Council warns, do not medicate what is energetic, do not numb what is rising, let it rise. You're not malfunctioning, you are upgrading.